The case of Trevern Robertson made airwaves on the internet in 2019 after the Grenadian court fined him 1,500 EC dollars and required him to pay 600 EC dollars compensation to the victim with no prison time. The mother of the victim, along with the Grenadian Women Inc., cried out for justice as they were dissatisfied with the court's ruling, sparking the interest of many locally, regionally, and internationally. It was these posts of outrage that drew the attention of Grenadian and U.S. lawyer Denison George, who took it upon himself to ensure that justice is served. In an exclusive interview with GBN, George said he wrote numerous articles on the case and finally brought it to the attention of the FBI and other organizations in the U.S. that he knew could help.
And I immediately contacted the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office. And then I contacted the New York State Attorney General's Office. And then I contacted the FBI and the U.S. Prosecutor's Office. And I asked them, I pleaded with them to take a look at this case. And though it's a great day for justice delivered by the U.S. Justice Department for something that took place in Grenada, I also want to say it's a shameful day for the justice system in Grenada that they could not provide the family and this young child with the justice to fit the crime that was committed against this child.
The case was brought as part of Project Safe Childhood, a nationwide initiative to combat the epidemic of child sexual exploitation and abuse, launched in May 2006 by the Department of Justice. Led by U.S. attorney officers and CEOs, Project Safe Childhood marshal federal, state, and local resources to better locate, apprehend, and prosecute individuals who exploit children via the internet, as well as to identify and rescue victims. George explained how Robinson was able to face prison time in the U.S. for a criminal act he already paid for in Grenada.
Personally made friend with that child's mother, and the U.S. government believed that he traveled to Grenada, definitely in mind of travel to Grenada with the intent to exploit that child, and that's exactly what he did. So, don't matter if the crime has taken place in Grenada, Mexico, Brazil, the U.S. government arms of justice. And there is laws in the U.S. and there is international law that also gives the U.S. authority the right to prosecute you if you commit this kind of crime any part of the world.
Robinson pleaded guilty to engaging in illicit sexual conduct with a minor in a foreign place and faces a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors.
This sends a clear message. There's a lot of men that leave the U.S. and Canada and England and come to Grenada during carnival season and think they could mess with the young girls in Grenada and children in Grenada and get away with it. No, this sends a clear message. If you come to Grenada and you sexually assault a child or rape a child, you will be prosecuted here in the U.S.
The date of Robinson's sentencing is yet to be revealed by the U.S. Department of Justice. GBN tried to contact the Attorney General's office to respond to this latest development on the matter. However, all attempts proved futile. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.